Hey everybody, hunter, fisher, trapper, trader, guide, scout, and interpreter, and just a country cook, Steve Hall, here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with pretty Miss Sheila running that camera. Hi Sheila. Hi, how are you? I'm not fooling anybody. She's not here today. She's down in Alabama with her mom, and they're garage sailing and shopping, having a lot of fun. I love those ladies to death, but I'm doing this recipe because it has some ingredients that Sheila really likes. And today, I'm going to make a Crab Louie salad. So I'm at Kroger's and I'm looking through the seafood section. They got that over here and freezer over there. And in the middle is kind of a fresh seafood case. Got some little tubs of oysters, and there sits the crab in them little containers. Now, I know I could probably go a little cheaper in the cans over by tuna, but there is that crab meat shredded, 12 bucks. A little bit bigger chunks, $17. And a little tub, no bigger than that and about that high, giant lump crab, what I wanted to use for this recipe, $24.99. I thought, how does a mom on a budget serve a family of 4 a Crab Louie salad at $25 a container? And my eyes kind of drifted over to the right, and I seen some imitation crab packages, and I got them right here for $2.99. Now, before I go any further with this recipe, I can hear some fancy chefs out there saying, you can't use imitation crab to make a Crab Louie salad. Really? Aren't you the same people I sit next to at the sushi bar here in Nashville or all across the state of Tennessee and order that spicy crab roll where they use a little bit of mayonnaise and sriracha? You know where I'm going, don't you? A little bit of cucumber in there, some avocado, and what do they put in there? Real crab? No, they'd go broke. They put in imitation crab, roll it up, chop it and serve it to you, and you sit there with your fancy beer and your chopsticks and say, you know what? How can they make a Crab Louie salad out of imitation crab as you're stuffing your face with imitation crab? So if you're going to complain about that ma out there that has that family of 4 that wants to make this delicious recipe with imitation crab, please don't say it with your mouth full. Come on over here and let's get started. Because this recipe ain't for you anyway. It's for you moms out there that want to make a delicious recipe. A lot of ingredients out of the garden going into our Crab Louie salad. Let's get started. Now, a lot of people make their Crab Louie salad on a bed of lettuce, and we're going to do the same thing. But I thought, why can't I do a base layer made of this beautiful romaine lettuce? Now, you can just buy this and chop it up for the rest of your salad too. But I thought that looks so pretty in the store. Isn't that amazing what the good Lord can make? Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And it just grows in your garden. Unbelievable. See if I can't pick some nice little chunks like this. And what I want to do, this is my own idea, so let's hope that this turns out here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's going to look good. Sheila, am I doing all right? Yeah, you're doing fine. Okay, thank you. I wish she was here today to get these shots just perfect for this. Now, this is just a regular head of lettuce I chopped up real fine. Now, I don't like eating big chunks of lettuce, and when Sheila and I go down to the buffet down here, we sneak over to the taco section and get that lettuce and put it on our plate. Then we go back to the salad bar and put all the rest of the stuff on, because we don't like those big chunks of lettuce. So I chopped this up super fine. I got some tomatoes here that are Roma tomatoes. And please do me a favor. I love Roma tomatoes for everything. Sauces, salads, this particular salad here especially. And they're 99 cents a pound down at the store. Don't tell Kroger's that the most delicious, compact little tomato that they've got is only 99 cents a pound, and the rest of it is $1.69 and even $2.49 a pound. I use these Roma tomatoes. Okay, next we're going to put on some avocado that I sliced up in little strips, kind of layer them in between the tomatoes. This is just the base layer. We're kind of getting ready for all the rest of the stuff. Wait till you see the dressing, and all the rest of the stuff. Perfect, perfect. Need to go right in there. I'm missing one little piece to be even. Now, I took a cucumber and I sliced every other inch or so. Then I chopped it up, and then I chopped the pieces that I chopped up in half because Sheila absolutely loves cucumbers. So I'm going to put a little layer of cucumbers around the outside of this. Yes, yes, and yes. How am I doing, Sheila? You're doing fine. I love doing that. That's too cool. All right, and where's that last one go? Right over here. Now, if Sheila was here, she'd show me exactly where that's supposed to be. In fact, I'm going to take that tomato out so that my other stuff evens up. Beautiful. Is it looking good so far? Fantastic. Now, we're going to move this to the side, and we're going to make our dressing. And this dressing is to die for. All right, I had to do a little house cleaning and move some stuff around. But first of all, we're going to start out with a half a cup of mayonnaise and a third of a cup of Hunt's ketchup. I just like Hunt's, that's all. Now you can use chili sauce here as well to make it spicier if you want. But you only need a third of a cup. Then we're going to put in about a heaping tablespoon of pickled relish. And we're going to put in about a heaping tablespoon, and I got to show you the can. I'll be right back. I got to go get it. Now what I forgot, and I wanted to show it to you, is I got a little teeny can of these black olives, and I chopped them up super fine. So I got about a tablespoon of these little baby chopped up black olives in there. I also got about a tablespoon of real super fine chopped up green pepper. And now it's time for the secret ingredient. I made some hard-boiled eggs on the stove, put about 3 of them in a little bowl, along with a tablespoon of mayonnaise, took a little hand mixer and mixed them up. Now, you can probably get by with 2 eggs. I didn't know it was going to make this much, and I probably won't use all of it. But you want to put in about 2 tablespoons of this blended hard-boiled egg mixture. And let's stir this together. Now you'll notice that it's taken on the color of Thousand Island dressing, and a lot of people use Thousand Island for their Crab Louie salad, but please, please don't go to the store and buy a squeezed bottle of Thousand Island. It's just nasty stuff. We got some great recipes on our channel for blue cheese dressing, homemade blue cheese dressing, our homemade tartar sauce, our homemade cocktail sauce, and now our Crab Louie dressing. Only thing we need, a little bit of pepper in there, just a pinch of salt, and I'll put all the ingredients in the description box below, so you can just go right underneath the video, click on show more, it'll drop down, you can copy it. We never make you go to a blog or a website to get the recipe. We want it right there handy for you. Now I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Before we get into the next step, let me show you something. One of these packages was labeled flake style, and the other one was chunk style. And let me show you the difference. This is, I guess, the chunk, and this is the flake. And you'll notice, and I saved about 4 or 5 pieces over here because I tore the rest of them up a little bit. You'll notice that the pieces aren't that different. So you can buy 2 packages of either one, I think, but I'm saving the kind of chunk ones, which are kind of squared for the very top. And now that I've already showed them to you, I'm going to shred up the rest of these, and you can shred this as fine as you want for the first layer. And what we're going to do here is we're going to dump this shredded or flaked style in a bowl. I can hear Sheila saying, get it on camera, get it in the center of the camera shot. We're going to start with the flake one first. And we're only going to put in just a couple of teaspoons of dressing because we don't want it overwhelming here. And I got a bigger bowl so I can really tumble this. And I just want to get a kind of a film of that delicious dressing all over this crab meat. And give this a little taste. Oh, that's even better than that stuff at the sushi bar. Now that we got a couple of teaspoons in there and got it mixed up and kind of tumbled over our flaked crab, we're going to put that as the base layer on here. First we need a little bit of dressing underneath, like so. Then we're going to put our flake on there. Now see, if you were using lump crab, that expensive stuff, you'd get about that much on a salad. That's it. But looky here, at $2.99, you can feed all the kids. They're going to love this Crab Louie salad with imitation crab with that dressing stirred in there. Look at how much you get for $2.99. I think that one spicy crab roll down at the sushi bar is like $4.75 or something. Now we're going to move this back to one side. And what I'm going to do is just hit that with a light dusting. That's right, Sheila, I'll get it on camera. A little light dusting of pepper in between the layers. Then we're going to get our chunk style in here. And we're going to do the same thing, but actually I need to reserve just a few of these. Just about half of it. Right there. Yeah, a few more in there. About half of that. Same thing. So this one will only require about a heaping teaspoon. So you don't want it sloppy wet with dressing. You just want that flavor on there. We'll use that dressing to go around the edges. Now, we're going to put this back on our salad on the top. I know I got that bowl right in the way, don't I, Sheila? Alright, there we go. Then, we're going to take these guys and just kind of sprinkle them on top with no dressing at all. There's always a couple that want to take off and run off to the hills. Come on, get in there. There we go. That's looking better. Oh, I know it, Sheila. I know it. I know it. Saying don't miss that one. Looky here. Beautiful thing. Beautiful. Just a touch more pepper. Not much. Just a real light dusting. And then we've got some dressing that we can put strategically in about 4 locations around our salad. Then we're going to serve the rest of this on the side. And I'll be right back. I got one more little thing. Alright, Sheila's not here, so I got a real good close-up with the camera. She would normally do that, and I got a little fresh dill here, which really goes good with mayonnaise-based sauces. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of dill on each one of these little teeny dollops of dressing. And you know what? I got one other thing. Man, I'm just having so much fun with this salad. I'll be right back. Alright, remember I told you I made some hard-boiled eggs to make this ingredient right here? Well, look what I've got. I sliced them in half. I had a couple left. And I thought, why not? What do you think, Sheila? How did I do? Folks, if you're going to make an imitation crab salad with lots of crab in there for the kids, use that stuff that's only $2.99 a package. You can always, you know, pick a special anniversary or sometime around Christmas or something, use the real deal. I'm not putting down real crab meat because I love that too. But hey, if you're on a budget and you're looking for something fresh where you can get most of this stuff out of your garden, your tomatoes and cucumbers and all that stuff, make it with this. The kids will just love it. Man, I was so proud of myself right up to this point, and I realized during the last section of this video, I left the air conditioner on over there. Sheila normally turns it on and off in between camera shots to keep it cool here in the studio, and I forgot. Why? Because she's not here. I wish I could save some of this for her, so I'm going to have to nibble and maybe give it some to the neighbor, but it's absolutely fantastic looking. And let me try a little bit of this. Boy, that dressing is out of this world. This recipe is for one group. People like me that don't want to spend a lot of money all the time to make something delicious. Especially for the moms out there that got a house full of kids and they want to serve them a delicious salad with some crab meat and that delicious sauce. They'll flip out over it. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Boy, that's good. And we hope you subscribe to our channel. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in just a little bit. When it does, click on it. Next to subscribe, it'll have a little bell. If you click on that, that's a notification bell. If you highlight that box and hit OK, then it'll send you every single recipe we come out with. We hope you do that. I'll put another series of recipes over here you can click on and go to. But is this the most delicious Crab Louie salad? Big Crab Louie salad that would feed a family of 4 with a little bit of help out of the garden for under $10. Not even half as much as that one little canister of crab meat that you ever ate. If it ain't, it ought to be. This is Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee, along with Pretty Miss Sheila in Alabama, who's not here running the camera. But you did a great job, Sheila, because you're still in my mind and I'm thinking about you all the time. Thanks a lot. You're welcome, honey. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Whip some of this up. That way you won't be too hungry when you go down to the sushi bar and eat the same thing for 5 times the money. I'm just poking them a little bit. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.